Welcome back to the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame Challenge. We've seen some pretty tough competitors come through here today, and most left crying. And don't forget, there was that one that had to be airlifted out when he actually caught fire. Our next contestant is Smokey, a rough and tough rider who's been all across America, 3-time winner of the Arizona Chili Chug, National Wing Eating Champion 2 years running, and the only man to ever survive the fabled Tabasco, jalapeno, and wasabi pizza. Now he's here to try and make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame. He's eaten 15 of the 16 wall sauce jumbo wings required to make the Wall of Flame. Here goes the final wing. It's up. It looks like he's got a great handle on it. And there it goes down the hatch and...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no, we're going to need the fire department for this one.
Are you man or woman enough to make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame? Drop by and try their blazing hot habanero pepper wall sauce. It'll light you up.
Welcome into day 3, game number 2. This is the boys' third place silver bracket. Getting ready to kick this thing off. This will be Spartanburg Christian Academy and Lake Lure Classical Academy.
That's correct.
Getting ready to have the jumping the ball. And Kevin, take it away.
And that's going to be recovered by SCA on the jump as Campbell feeds in. Here comes our mysterious guest announcer here. Campbell with the ball for 3. It's up and good. Been waiting for this SCA offensive attack. They've had a rough go over these 2 games, both these teams winless thus far in the tournament, but they're back today looking for third place on the boys' side. Good to see D. Watkins into the ball game. He was injured in Friday night's contest, sat out yesterday, back in, one of their key offensive players for Lake Lure. Feeds it back over to Camp. Basically, Camp and Watkins mainly on offense as Bivolo feeds it back to Watkins for 3, no good. Rebounded by SCA. Wagner has it. Feeds all the way up now to Campbell. Campbell steps to his right. Back to Wagner. Wagner feeds over. But good passing by SCA. Campbell shot again for 3, no good. Bivolo recovers it before it goes out of bounds. Up to Watkins. Watkins crossover over to number 10, Moore, and it's good.
What a great pass.
Great pass. The pressure of press defense has really affected both these 2 teams both days, so maybe tonight a little more teams are not able to apply as much pressure to each other. We're going to see some offensively, what we expected to see out of these teams, 2 offensively great teams that we expected coming into it. It's now number 12 for SCA, Keel. Feeds it over to 25 for SCA, and it's fouled. It's 23, Wagner, Aiden Wagner, the freshman, 6 foot 165, according to the tail of the tape. As it is foul, number 11, Ashon Camp on the foul. First shot up for Wagner is no good. 3-2 currently your score. Second shot for Wagner up and ready. And it rolls around and finally in. 4-2 in favor of SCA. Watkins now with the ball crosses midcourt over to Camp. Camp looks underneath.
That should have been a walk.
Moore, and it is good. 4-4.
That should have been a walk. He took 3 steps.
So far, a lot more offensively out of these 2 teams than we've seen this whole tournament. SCA breaks that press. Wagner gets it, but he walks, and it is going to be Lake Lure Classical Academy, or LLCA's ball. More inbounds to Watkins. Watkins, and that's going to be a foul. Number 11, Jaden Landrum, great name. And Watkins down again, may have re-injured that knee that
No. Yes, that's what it is.
That he had on Friday. We were so excited to see him back in. He's a heck of a ball player, but
no.
That was just a basketball move there, and he just moved the wrong way, unfortunately.
2 minutes and 8 seconds in, and he has re-injured that same knee.
And we hate to say it, like I said, he was one of the, in the game versus Landrum, overall as a team it didn't go so well, but he definitely shone out in that game offensively and come out kind of in the fourth quarter and when it was getting out of hand for Lake Lure in that Friday night game. But he was definitely a bright spot for them in that contest and had already made a great impact so far, so we hate to see him. Hopefully maybe he can come back before the end of the contest today. As now Camp has it. He's in the middle of about 3 or 4 and is fouled. Looks to be number 10. Number 11 for Jaden Landrum. If that is true, it's 2 fouls right back to back for Landrum, and he's going to go to the bench. So he would have both fouls for SCA thus far in the contest. Shot is blocked. What a block. I don't think I've ever seen a ball deflected at that angle here. John David Keel with a block there, hit the top of the facade for the upper part of the facility up here. Recovered by LLCA.
No, the walking track.
The walking track. As Camp puts it up, no good. Camp with a big rebound. Back up, no good. Everybody going for the ball, but it's going to be Spartanburg Christian Academy. Been stolen away by Redmond. And now coming down SCA way, but another steal by Elijah Moore. Feeds over to number 5, Skylar Redmond. Redmond feeds in baseline, and it's stole. Here comes Wagner down the court. Layup, and it is good. 6-4 your score. Now Camp, pressure's going to be on him to do a lot of things offensively today.
That's a chart. Ooh.
The old blocker charge, and now Camp down.
Well, he's good.
They absolutely cannot afford him to come out of this game for much, if any, because of the times we saw he's one of their 2 defensive star or offensive star. 23, Aiden Wagner called on the foul for SCA. Now he'll sit down.
Morning, Coach.
Good morning, Elton.
Well, Coach John Jansen for the Woodruff girls come by and patted me on my shoulder as he walked on by.
He's locked in.
So Camp had it. Vivolo and Redmond passed it back before they gave it to Camp. Camp now sizing things up. Looks for for Redmond. He's trapped over there by Colburn. Now gives it back to Camp. Camp sizing up, 10 on the shot clock. Drives to his left. Floats a layup, and it is no good. Recovered by Philbeck. Feeds it up to David Keel. Wagner to Keel. Keel fakes, moves to his left, feeds it back to Wagner. Almost stolen by Camp. Almost walked. Now it is Campbell. Shot is up, and it is good. And fouled on the play. 8-4. Didn't really see a number called there. Maybe we're going to see it now. They're going to talk about it a little bit. Nobody ever claimed their hairband, did they, Elton, from the first game?
No. So it went in the file 19.
Yeah, well.
Or whatever that's called.
Garbage disposal?
It's in the disposable.
Probably went wherever my earbuds went from the other night that I left here on the table. They were gone this morning, so.
I hate a thief.
Well, when there's like $500-600 items on the table and you steal the $10 headphones, that just, I hate a thief, but even a dumb thief at that, you know. Anyway. We have a foul on the play against SCA. That's so far their 4th of the quarter. We have 3:56 left. The next one sends Lake Lure to the line. As Camp, he's going to breaks that double team. Passes to Vivolo, back to Camp. He likes to take it to the hoop. He tried to pass there, but could not. Oh, and that's a lot of ball. Philbeck finally secured it, bounced around. Almost 2 Lake Lure players had it, but couldn't get a hold of it. Wow, Wagner has the ball. Goes back, good pressure. Colburn with the ball now, back to Wagner. Wagner sizes things up. Got Campbell on the side. Instead gives to Colburn, who shoots for three. No good. Rebounded by SCA, and they are fouled. Number 12 had that rebound. Keel. John David Keel.
I was just sitting here counting up, looking around. About what, $4,000 or $5,000 worth of stuff sitting on the table, and they get a free pair of earbuds
that were thrown in with the phone I purchased probably 6 to 8 years ago. So yeah.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not. Well, I'm a little complaining. It just throws our monitoring options off for when we get a full table here. But either way, we'll make it. We'll survive.
Maybe Monty or JB can bring some wired headphones.
Yeah, hopefully they're listening today. Wagner feeds to Campbell. Campbell sizes things up.
I got an idea.
Campbell looks for three. We know he's got the ability. Colburn over Campbell, and that's going to go into the backcourt. Unless it was kicked off, it's probably.
I believe it was.
So it's not going to be a backcourt violation. Lights went off. Wagner feeds over to number 12, John David Keel, and he's got it for three. They didn't reset the shot clock, but they didn't charge him on backcourt. And now we got a timeout called. 11-4, SCA, 2:48 left in the first quarter.
Hey, Kevin, long time no see. Are you okay? You're looking a little flushed.
Well, Steve, I just found out my pipes are all backed up.
Well, you know, bran flakes always work for me.
No, I'm talking about the pipes connected to my kitchen sink.
Oh, well, then you need to call the MVP.
Well, who's that?
That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, where for 40 years they've been known for their expertise, excellent service, and reliability.
Well, that sounds just like who I need. Mike Varner's Plumbing, you say, at 13520 Asheville Highway in Inman?
Yeah, and you can give him a call at 864-472-8756 or go to his website at MikeVarnerPlumbing.com.
Well, Steve, I tell you, I feel relieved already.
Well, Kevin, sounds like you don't need the brand. You just need to call the man. That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, celebrating 40 years of experience. Excellent.
All right, back here, day three battle at the border. SCA and Lake Lure Christian Academy. SCA up 11-4. Camp has that ball. He feeds it over to, Redmond, and it is good. SCA didn't hurry up and get the ball. They'll be charged with a violation. They get it back in. It's going to be Wagner coming up center court here. Feeds to Campbell. Ooh, he thought about it for three. We know he loves to shoot the three ball. There we go over to Keel. Keel out to Campbell. Campbell sizing things up again. He's got Wagner to his right. He's got Keel to his left. He goes to his right to Wagner. Inside to Philback. And we have a travel. Got it into him. Two Lake Lure defenders crashed on him, and three for Preston Redmond is down.
Oh, man, that's the second player for SCA. Oh, he's definitely got to come out. He's going to have to get checked out by the trainer. Possibly some blood coming from his face somewhere.
Yeah, and they'll need to check the court, too, to make sure there's nothing, and that's what the officials are doing now. It's Preston Redmond. One would assume he's the senior. His brother just passed in front of us, Skylar Redmond. We'd assume the same last name's only a sophomore. So Camp now comes across, feeds it to Vivolo, feeds it over to Redmond. Redmond inside to Moore, and it is out of bounds. Good defense thus far by SCA. So Campbell brings up Eli Campbell, now the sophomore. We first saw him as an 8th grader 3 years ago. Colburn back to Campbell, but that is picked off by Vivolo, coming the other way. Two quick and easy points, 11-8. As Lake Lure on a 4-0 run. Campbell feeds it over to Colburn. Colburn to his right to Campbell. Campbell feeds inside to Wagner. Wagner almost lost it, goes to his right to Keel, back to Campbell, and for three, and it's good.
I do like something SCA does. They always point to the passer on the made shot.
14-8. We have witnessed them for 3 years. They're a very well coached and operated team.
Goes back to when Chris Arp was guiding the program.
They're playing up in competition for them, one would figure, as that is a travel by Camp. It'll stay 14-8. Shot was made, but obviously does not count. But we've seen them. They're very well coached and an efficient team, and this tournament usually is a little bit of a play up in competition for them. It's a good learning experience for them as they continue in their season.
Yeah, and that's why Lake Lure has always wanted to be in this tournament. Coach Lynn Smith said that they keep asking, can they be in the tournament? Can they be in the tournament? And then he's always got a full roster. Well, this year had a team that backed out, and so he called them and said, yeah, y'all can come and play in this. They want to do the same thing. They want to play up and see what they can do.
Now they played up there against Luke Davis, who drained the three, 17-8. Now Camp looking, dribbles to his right, sets the screen, goes to his right, tries to feed underneath.
And does. What a great
feed. Elijah Hill-Moore, the sophomore, and that was a pretty play, 17-10, Elton.
And up for three more with 3 seconds left. Everybody batting the ball around down to the end of the first period of play. The score, 17-10. SCA is up. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back right after this.
Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street. Open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 and Saturdays from 8 to 4. You can start your day strong with protein shakes, smoothie bowls, lemonade shake-ups, or iced coffees. And don't forget our loaded teas with assorted flavors. The MVP of our menus. Customers can't get enough. So call 864-915-4721 to place your order, or just slide on into Home Run Cafe, where every visit is a grand slam.
Tonight's Upstate Prepcast broadcast brought to you by Wings Etc. Good food, great times, award-winning wings, and amazing etc. Wings Etc. 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg is the premier legal team you can trust. Founded by Griffin Bell, our firm stands for reliability, fairness, and honesty. Provide top-notch legal services that you can count on. They cover 10 practice areas, including business, finance, real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. Our friendly team in 5 states is ready to assist you with all of your legal needs. Call our Greenville office today, 864-272-0556. Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg.
J.B. Brown of the Greer High School Hall of Fame. I know if he listens, he's happy to hear that. As that's a good looking shot by Sean Camp, the sophomore of Lake Lure. 17-13 now your score. So SCA with the ball. They're over there on that sideline, and let's say it's out of bounds. It looked like it bounced off of the hands of Lake Lure, but they said it went off of SCA last.
You know, Lake Lure has had it rough like a lot of the North Carolina, Western North Carolina people. I love what their warm-up shirts has on it, and it just simply says Lake Lure Strong, and it's got their name across it. Been trying to see if I could find one in a real man's size, but I don't see one hanging on the bench over there in a 3.
Yeah. Speaking of JB, finally got him his shirt from Landham the other night and stuff, and it's like, most of the time I can't ask for shirts around here because most of them only go up to a size that I don't fit into. So, number 4, Phil Beck. Of course, JB, he'll tell you he used to couldn't either, but now he's lost 102 pounds. 103. I hadn't got that latest update. Pretty much, it's like eggs and meat. That's all he's, I guess, protein.
He's on the carnivore diet.
Carnivore diet.
Eggs, meat, and cheese.
Always thought Justin was on the herbivore. He just hops around here like a little bunny rabbit.
Absolutely.
Of course, he's more like little Henry the Chicken Hawk, going around just bugging Foghorn Leghorn than he is anything else. But SCA back to basketball here. Wagner to his left, Campbell from that left corner, and it is in and out. No good. Scramble for the ball. Shielded momentarily by the official. Out of bounds, they say, last off Lake Lure, so it'll be SCA basketball. 6:40 left here in the first half. That's inbounded to Philbeck. Philbeck has two around him. Finally gets it to Keel. Back over to Campbell now on the right-hand side. No good. Number 10, Moore on the rebound. Now over to Camp. Camp comes up and is fouled. Camp, especially with Watkins sidelined on injury, probably takes about 3/4 of their shots on goal, I would have to say.
Well, you know, we talked about what was her name for a minute ago.
Yeah.
That took most of the shots. So somebody's got to do it.
There's Camp again. He takes it, gets his own rebound, tries to rebound himself again, and is denied. Campbell with a rebound. Now throws it up to Wagner. They were looking for a little alley-oop action there. Had it, but just a little high.
Still 17-15 with 6:10 left in the half.
Sean Camp, the do-it-all star for Lake Lure here this morning. Goes to his left, steps back, resizes it up, passes to his left to Vivolo, who takes it high. Floater is no good. Number 14, Luke Davis off the rebound, gets it over to Keel. Davis to his right, looks to Campbell. Campbell comes back to the top. He sets his offense. Campbell over to Wagner. Wagner over to Keel. Keel thought about a three, pulls it down, looking for help, dribbles in the lane, tries to stop and shoot, and it's fouled. Or did they say jump ball?
I guess it was a jump ball.
Yeah, he jumped with the ball, but that wasn't a jump ball.
Yeah, right. We'll have to talk to some of these.
It's been a very loose definition of jump ball. That's Philbeck with a left-handed layup. 2 points for him, 19-15. Your current score. It's gotten close there. So now, Redmond looking to keep Lake Lure going well. Feeds it to Camp. Camp to his left. Goes around the screen. Nice off-balance layup. No good.
Tried to get his own rebound, but somebody else was there in front of him.
Yep, and now Bavolo has it. Trying to get that number. I believe it was number 14, Dawkins, on that rebound for Lake Lure. But now back in the hands of Camp. Gets it over to Vivolo. Vivolo for three. No good. Rebound by number 10, Moore. And it's out of bounds. I guess he came down with the ball out of bounds.
Nope, foul.
Foul, okay. And now we got a timeout on the floor. It's a coach's 30-second timeout. We'll take it in. You're listening to high school basketball on Upstate Prepcast.
Do you have a tree problem? Look no further than JB Trees LLC. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. Schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511, or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
This is Pastor Tyler from View Church. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road. If you've been turned off by religion, been discouraged...
All right, you're watching basketball here on the Elton Chapman Upstate Prepcast Radio Network.
Not a chance.
As Eli Campbell drains it for three, 22-15 your score now. I have to give him a hard time. He's showed up for work here today with me on day 3, Mr. Elton Chapman. Stolen by number 12, John David Keel for SCA. He goes down, but it's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah,
I think it was, go
not
ahead.
loose by not Campbell, by number 11.
Camp.
Ashon
Camp.
Not loose by Camp.
I have to figure he's probably going to be the all-tournament selection player.
Kind of would think so.
Had Watkins stayed healthy, it would have probably been a toss-up.
That would have been close between them two, wouldn't it?
Would have. Keel with the ball, feeds it underneath the Philbeck. Philbeck up, no good. Recovered by Redmond. Redmond comes up to the court. Camp for LLCA driving to the lane. No foul called. Ultimately, number 10, Elijah Moore with a basket. Very well could have been a charge or a block.
Bring them back in within 5.
And that is not for long as Luke Davis, the junior shooting guard, drains the 3 to extend it back to 8. So Lake Lure has went on some runs, but it is usually greeted by a 3-point play. As now Sean Camp on his own up, and it is no good. Philbeck with a rebound, gives it to Campbell for SCA. Campbell comes down the court looking for help, gets it to Davis. Davis to Campbell. Campbell now stops and resets things at the top of the key. He's guarded by Camp, fills over to Philbeck. Philbeck guarded by Redmond, feeds it back underneath to Campbell. Now, Campbell in the corner. It was underneath the Keel who kicked out to Campbell, but now rebounded by SCA. Here comes Sean Camp. Camp tried to shoot, and they get him on the foul. Coach is trying to tell their players to just put your hands up. Don't lean into him. He was trying to draw that foul, and he did it successfully. Astute basketball play by Camp. Now he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
25-17 remains the score for right now, pending this extra point, right?
That's right.
First shot, no good. Camp kind of disgusted with himself. You can tell as he stands out there on the line where he missed that first shot. Next shot is good. 25-18 is the score.
7-point advantage here is Campbell. Feeds it over to Davis, and that is going to be.
Yeah, Eli. Campbell reached up there and just shoved Camp just right in front of us, but right in front of one of the refs.
It's been an entertaining battle. These two have been going at it. They've been matched up on each other, and that time maybe a little frustration wearing off there, but
just shoved him kind of right up around the throat area. Camp looking for anybody to give him some help. He decides he's going to drive it in. He passes it off. I can't see from the referee, so you got to take this one.
And now Moore with the basketball gets it back to Camp. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Camp. They set the screen for him. They kick it out to Bavolo. Bavolo for 3. 20. I think they just put the points on the wrong team.
Yeah, it's 25-21.
25-21 the score, but now should be a little more 27-21. Well, I probably have to let you keep the score and remind me of it now.
27-21, 27-21, 27-21.
Yeah, Camp now kicks out to Bavolo again for 3. We said 27-21, now 27-24, I believe. That's only our belief. Davis feeds it back over. Looks like it's going for Wagner. There's a scrum for the ball. And what do we have? They're saying it's going to be out of bounds SCA basketball.
Yeah, they got all kind of scoring problems going on up there.
Now saying 29-24. We'll let them figure it out at some point. We've got a full 60-second timeout. We believe 27-24.
Do I need to go over there and start telling them how to do it?
Well, we'll call you Justin Mathis then. Just take a timeout for us here.
Coming back after this.
This is Pastor Tyler from View Church. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road. If you've been turned off by religion, been discouraged or hurt by church, or maybe you just thought church was boring, you should give View Church a try. It's a place like none other. The people are genuine, the Spirit is obvious, and God is moving in this place. Visit our website for times and direction at viewchurch.org.
When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter, and no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options and tons of flat screens tuned into sports, we've got you covered. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com.
Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg is the premier legal team you can trust. Founded by Griffin Bell.
All right, folks, we're back here. 27-24. We've got it officially up here. Davis gets the inbound here, and Lake Lure's got this. Lake Lure's made a nice little run here. It was an 8-point game. Now only a 3 or a 5. Yeah, 3. The scoreboard confusion even got my count off there for a while. Lake Lure drives to the hoop, and they are fouled. Not in the act of shooting, so of course that looked to be the 5th foul. Maybe it was just out of bounds. So much happening, even we're losing track of it, Elton.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep up with it here on the screen, and it ain't. The clock not started.
Our colleague once infamously commented on the clock still running, but this time it's the clock's not running.
That's all right. We're going to talk about the refs no matter what. They know it.
That's right. They didn't pay us well enough to not commentate about them.
Yeah.
As Bavolo for 3, no.
Off the mark.
Yeah, nowhere close there. It's going to be out of bounds. It will remain Lake Lure possession. 1:09 left to go here in the first half of play. This has been a good one. Sean Camp moves to his left, shoots for 3. It is no good, but rebounded by number 10, Elijah Moore. Putback is good. 27-26, your score. It's getting close here in the cage. Eli Campbell now looking to his right, guarded by Kemp. Feeds over to Davis, back over to Keel. Keel loose ball, and it is Lake Lure's ball. Their chance to, I think, get their first lead of the game unless they led very early in this contest.
I don't think that they have. I think this is the first lead of the game.
Will they have it here?
Yes,
they will.
Do. That's a 2.
Elijah Moore, Lake Lure, their first lead of this tournament with 25 seconds to go here in the first half. There is no time on the shot clock. They can take the last possession of the half as Campbell has the basketball now. Looking to his right, looking to drive, off balance shot, up and no good, recovered by Redmond, and it's fouled. And that should be, I believe, the 5th foul. If it was called a foul, maybe it's just called out of bounds.
No, it was called a foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
I thought so, but they didn't.
That was the 5th foul of the quarter.
Thought it was, but when you see him start trying to inbound the ball, you kind of second guess yourself.
Don't second guess yourself.
As
you are always right on it.
Yeah, Skylar Redmond now to the line, shooting 2. Its first one is up, and it is no good. 11.1 seconds left to go in the first half of play. This has turned into a good one. SCA led by as much as we believe as 8. But now a 1-point lead for Lake Lure, and they're clinging to that. Only 10 seconds left in the quarter. They got it under the hoop. Now they feed it back out to number 10, and it is off the mark. SCA has it. Only 2 seconds left to go, and they're not going to get a shot off. That will not count. And that's going to do it for the first half of competition here in the boys silver bracket consolation third place game at the 2024 Battle at the Border Tournament at Landrum High School. Your score at the half, Spartanburg Christian Academy Warriors 27, Lake Lure Classical Academy. I don't know what is their mascot. Do you know?
Raptors.
The Raptors, 28. And we'll take a 10-minute break. Listen to our sponsors who keep all of this free of charge for you to listen to on our YouTube platform.
Love coming to the Flounder.
I love coming to the Flounder. The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Families have enjoyed the Flounder for generations.
How many years have y'all been coming? I've been coming here ever since I was young, probably over 40 years now.
Visit the website at theflounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder where there is a line, but it moves quickly. And if that line is long, it can only mean one thing.
Got a long line, you know the food is good.
The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165. After your visit to the Flounder Seafood Restaurant, we can guarantee that you're going to walk out that door and say,
"That's the best flounder I've ate in a long time, and we will be coming back again."
Are you looking for a church that is real and authentic? Are you past plastic, fake people who make you feel like you don't belong? Or are you just feeling the nudge to get back to church? Then maybe you should give View Church a try. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Paris Bridge Road. The people are friendly, and it doesn't take long to feel like your family. Your kids are a priority to us. We don't run a babysitting service, but our kids and youth ministries strive to pour the love of Jesus into your children. The Spirit-filled music ushers you into God's presence, but it's not showy. The messages are relevant, and they're delivered in an understandable way. Maybe View Church is what you're looking for. Visit our website for times and directions at viewchurch.org. We hope to see you soon.
Discover the power of Mahindra tractors at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney, South Carolina. We're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Improve efficiency and productivity with our top quality tractors designed to handle any job with ease. From planting to harvesting, Mahindra of the Upstate has you covered every step of the way. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Come explore our extensive selection of new and pre-owned Mahindra tractors designed to suit your unique needs. Visit our website at www.sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515 to discover how our farm equipment can elevate your farming experience. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of tough.
Hey, Kevin, long time no see. Are you okay? You're looking a little flushed.
Well, Steve, I just found out my pipes are all backed up.
Well, you know, bran flakes always work for me.
No, I'm talking about the pipes connected to my kitchen sink.
Oh, well, then you need to call the MVP.
Well, who's that?
That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, where for 40 years they've been known for their expertise, excellent service, and reliability.
Well, that sounds just like who I need. Mike Varner's Plumbing, you say, at 13520 Asheville Highway in Inman?
Yeah, and you can give him a call at 864-472-8756 or go to his website at MikeVarnerPlumbing.com.
Well, Steve, I tell you, I feel relieved already.
Well, Kevin, sounds like you don't need the brand. You just need to call the man.
Oh.
That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, celebrating 40 years of experience, excellence, and reliable service in every job. Because you deserve the best, call the MVP. That's Mike Varner's Plumbing.
Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street, we're open from Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Start your day strong with our protein shakes or one of our smoothie bowls. Need a refreshing break? Our lemonade shake-up or iced coffees will hit it out of the park. And don't forget our loaded teas, the MVP of our menu. All of our customers can't get enough, and you can get a shot of boba for only $1. Hungry? Swing by for lunch and catch our all-star lineup of hot dogs and chicken salad sandwiches. Whether you're in the dugout or on deck, we've got something to satisfy every appetite. Call 864-915-4721 to place your order or slide into Home Run Cafe at 810 North Main Street in Greer, where every visit is a grand slam.
At Warrior Tree Service, we're more than just tree experts. We are your tree care warriors. As a family-owned and operated business in Inman, South Carolina, and surrounding areas, we're dedicated to keeping your trees healthy, safe, and beautiful. Our team of experts offer competitive pricing and exceptional workmanship, ensuring your satisfaction with our services. From tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding, we offer a comprehensive range of tree care services. When nature strikes, count on us to clean up the mess and restore your property. Our excellent communication and customer service sets us apart. You'll receive regular updates throughout your project, and the same dedicated crew will be with you every step of the way. Warrior Tree Service is licensed and insured, upholding the highest quality and safety standards. Warrior Tree Service, where nature thrives, we revive. Contact us today at 864-278-2555 or visit our website at warriortreeservicesc.com.
Hey Kevin, have you heard about Bell, Carrington, Price, and Gregg?
No, JB. Tell me about them.
They're an amazing law firm founded by Griffin Bell, who's not just a brilliant attorney, but he's also a good friend of mine. He's reliable, fair, and honest. Someone you can truly trust.
That's impressive, JB. What kind of cases do they handle?
Oh, Kevin, they cover a wide range from business to finance to real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. They got you covered in 10 practice areas.
Wow, JB, that's quite diverse. Are they only local?
No, not at all. They're helping people all over the Southeast with offices in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama.
Well, that's great, JB. How can I get in touch with them?
Just give their Greenville office a call, 864-272-0556. The team there is friendly, approachable, and always ready to help.
Well, JB, that sounds like the kind of firm I need on my side. Thanks for telling me about them.
No problem, Kevin. With Bell, Carrington, Price, and Gregg, you know you're in good hands.
Got a tree problem? Need a breathtaking view or professional forestry mulching? No, look no further than JB Trees, LLC. With over 20 years of experience serving upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina, we're the experts in everything from dangerous takedowns to creating stunning vista views. As a family-owned business, we prioritize your safety with full general liability and workers' compensation insurance so you can enjoy having zero worries. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. So schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511. Or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
Welcome back to the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame Challenge. We've seen some pretty tough competitors come through here today, and most left crying. And don't forget, there was that one that had to be airlifted out when he actually caught fire. Our next contestant is Smokey, a rough and tough rider who's been all across America, 3-time winner of the Arizona Chili Chuck, National Wing Eating Champion 2 years running, and the only man to ever survive the fabled Tabasco, jalapeno, and wasabi pizza. Now he's here to try and make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame. He's eaten 15 of the 16 wall sauce jumbo wings required to make the Wall of Flame. Here goes the final wing. It's up. It looks like he's got a great handle on it. And there it goes down the hatch and...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no, we're going to need the fire department for this one.
Are you man or woman enough to make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame? Drop by and try their blazing hot habanero pepper wall sauce. It'll light you up.
This is Steve Roper.
Kevin Jackson.
At Upstate Prepcast, and I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Verner's Plumbing. Proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Verner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a...
Hold everything. Folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Verner's Plumbing of Inman.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Discover the power back here at Landrum High School for the 25th annual Battle at the Border. Just trying to figure out what just happened. I tell you what happened is they blew the whistle, said time to start, and laid the ball down, and SCA didn't pick it up and get it in time in that 5-second rule. So turn the ball over to Lake Lure. Going into the third quarter, Lake Lure's up 28-27 over SCA, which is kind of shocking, but Lake Lure has really played some great ball today.
Yeah, SCA got up 8 points, but just slowly they've been able to, Lake Lure's been able to lock them up defensively, forced a lot of missed shots, turnovers, and have slowly been able to finally get some shots to fall. Been able to really attack the interior perimeter, win the offensive rebounds, and has slowly chipped away until they went ahead right before the half. SCA now going left to right here as Wagner has it and is fouled, assumed by Preston Redmond, number 3 for the White, they say. 2 quick fouls, though, for the.
Wonder what it was, because he was the one laying on the floor.
Yeah, I think he hooked and the guy kept running, and that's what caused him to go to the floor. So now we have it. He's still over there guarding intensely there, and does force a turnover, and it forces at least a jump ball, and it's going to be a turnover as a result of the jump ball. Well, the arrow is pointing this way. They're saying to point this way. So little confusion here because the arrow.
They got it straightened out.
There we go.
I think I saw Justin run over there and tell him exactly what to do.
Yeah, that no doubt. He's producing the entire facility, that's for sure. That's Sean Camp. Now the basketball, LLC looking to extend the lead. Here comes the mysterious forgotten commentator, Elijah Moore, with a jump shot. And now a 30-27 lead. 30-27 our score. Landrum with the basketball gives it to Wagner. Wagner drives to his left, kicks out, and fouled.
Foul called on number 2.
Number 2, Nixon Vivolo of Lake Lure Academy.
I think he's had
a few.
Oh, that wasn't him a minute ago. That was number 3, that last
That was number 3.
Sorry about that.
Redmond before, but he's had a couple, I believe, in this game as well. Wagner gets it into Campbell. Campbell looking to his right, heavily guarded. And now spins out, goes up to his right, looking for a backhanded layup, no good. Sean Camp with the rebound. He's come down in a hurry. This game's speeding up underneath to number 10, Elijah Moore, and it's good again, 32-27 now. Lake Lure building the lead, but underneath, nice pass work to number 23, Aiden Wagner, but it rolls out, rebounded by Lake Lure. Feet underneath, again to Vivolo. He thought about taking it, but instead brings it all the way back out. Passes over to Camp. So real good ball work, good ball handling, passing, and rebounding by Lake Lure. That's been the difference from the about middle point of the second quarter on, and it's allowed them to go on this run that they've been on. Kick out to Campbell for 3, looking to slice in. Caught up and is no good. Rebounded by Wagner. Got 2 on him. Ball up in the air. Bavolo gets it. Coming the other way for Lake Lure. Go into the basket. Left-handed layup and is good.
Lake Lure on a 6-0 run now.
34-27 underneath now to Lake Wagner. Finally getting SCA to break that up. That had went all the way back into the first half, that run, even more from 6 as Justin wants in on the action.
Sorry about that.
He's off his phone calls, and now he says he's got time for us.
Well,
Elton.
I had to
I'm
take
glad
care
he's got time for us now.
I do have time.
Remember Elton when Justin wanted to call a ball game?
He would get mad if you tried to call a ball game, one of these basketball games at the tournament. He would be mad because you were trying.
But now he's in the mood for love, even when she's nowhere particularly close to him.
She's only 5 hours away.
Yeah, only thousands of miles away, Justin. Number 12, we'll go back to basketball. John David Keel trying to drive in.
All right, nobody knows what we're
Nobody knows.
That's the basis of all of our broadcasts, is the inside joke. But they're getting to see a game for free and fairly decent quality. And we highlight the best of both, so they have to put up with our stupidity. And we appreciate them doing so. As now Colburn feeds it over. Shot for 3 is good. Lake Wagner. Get him heating up too. Him and Campbell in previous year, we see can get hot from behind the arc. And first from behind the arc I can remember for Campbell for this tournament.
I think you're right.
It's now Lake Lure. The response, number 5 for them, Skylar Redmond. His brother Redmond tried to get it on the rebound and put it back up, but could not. 34-32. Underneath now, Philbeck. Philbeck sent a reverse layup. Is no good. Rebounded by Moore. Now has it. Vivolo comes over to midcourt stripe, giving Camp a little rest here.
Wow.
First time I can remember him not in the ball game, and they're getting it done anyway. That one fed into number 10, Elijah Moore, for 2. 36-32 your score.
That was impressive how he was able to just thread that needle.
This has been an entertaining game. It's Lake Wagner in some incredible passing. This has been a fun matchup between these two. They really match up well with each other, and they're able to do things, feed off of one another. That one's going to be out of bounds, just off Preston Redmond's outstretched hands. 36-34, 3:39 left. Kevin Jackson here with Justin Mathis and Elton Chapman.
They're doing a 3-man weave right now.
Yeah, 3-man weave.
Because reinforcements will arrive later.
6 more ball games coming your way later in the contest as Preston Redmond coming down. We have our, after this we're going to have our championships for the silver bracket coming later in the day. Should be next.
Yep, next 2 games will be silver bracket championship.
Well, the girls' silver bracket and the boys' silver bracket. And that is going to be fouled.
The Woodruff and Bowling Springs girls coming up, and right after that at 2:30 will be Broome and Greenville, the Canes.
So if you want to tell people how to get here, go to our website, www.upstateprepcast.net. There's a big button on the front page that says listen to games, and if they click Battle at the Border, it'll take a direct link to our YouTube page. Or if you're, tell them to go to YouTube and just search for Upstate Prepcast, and it should be fairly obvious. Usually the active game shows us live, and you just click there. So Camp, not out of the game long, now back in and shooting free throw shots. Guarantee if we've played a total of now of close to 21 minutes, he's probably played 19 of them.
Oh, yeah.
So number 12, Keel, takes it to the basket. Now here comes Lake Lure the other way. Camp. Crossover move, broke some ankles there.
Oh, jelly-legged him.
And that's a nice save. Finally, someone actually had a real save. It's Camp, but it may have took its toll. Elijah Moore with a beautiful save, but it was in the unpadded part of that wall back there, and he is heading to the bench.
It made a big loud thud, Kevin. I heard it all the way through our microphone.
Made a great play, sacrificed to his team, but how much? Hopefully he's going to be all right. The trainer's going over with him now. He's able to walk off of his own power.
Unfortunately, Ashley, one of the trainers on site today, has been busy.
Yeah, so far it has been a busy afternoon in both these early games. As here we go. Lake Wagner coming on up, feeding it over to his right. That is now fed back to him.
I'm trying to make
over
some
the corner
extra
with Colburn. Go ahead.
Extra money for work. I just told the principal here at Landrum they need padding to go all the way down the wall. I said, call me. I got you.
Keel now with that basket. Elton always the salesman. Never has any money for us though. I mean, he's always making money and spending money, but never giving money. That's
we got. It's not Festivus, but we're going to air our grievances about that.
I'll let you wrestle him. Anyway, the feats of strength between Elton Chapman and Justin Mathis. That's going to be a turnover. Lake Wagner on the other way, and he is fouled. And this place is coming alive. Limited attendance, but they're getting loud in here, both these two fan bases.
They are loud. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people here, but they're loud.
The best action matchup for these two teams on the weekend, and they're into it. More evenly matched, and they're having fun looking for this third bracket consolation. Wanting to come away with at least something here for their troubles here in part of this tournament other than the experience gained. Wagner up, and it is good. We're back to 41 all with a minute 54 left in the third quarter.
We all square.
We all square as Camp looking to make his move. He's made some beautiful dribbles in that one for three, and he's feeling it. 44-41 your score. Colburn crosses midcourt, feeds over, fed over to Davis, who tried to go behind the back, but it got knocked away. Stolen by Vivolo. Vivolo feeds over to number 15, Young, who first time we've called his name, and that's stole by Colburn. Colburn coming down. He's got Redmond guarding him, so he has to pull back. That is Keel with the ball. Feeds it into Philbeck. Philbeck out to Colburn, and that's knocked away. But over to Philbeck. Now Colburn back at the top of key. They're going to reset things with 17 seconds left on the clock. Tried to feed it under, couldn't. Now to Wagner. Wagner looking, he's going to drive himself, and it's in and count it. Foul is against Lake Lure. That's going to be number 3, Preston Redmond. He thought he had his feet set. The refs did not agree, and those are the ones whose opinion counts. Wagner count those 2 points into the line, trying to tie it up again. Sean Kemp talking it over with the official next to him, and he's showing him with that left foot he's still sliding, what he said. That's why it was not called for the charge. What a matchup. Camp coming across.
It's been a good one so far. All the way across, shot up for 3. Eli Camp gets the rebound. Comes down, pulls up just before the midcourt line. Passes back over to, Camp reached in to, Camp was trying to.
Camp into Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell swatted him. It says that there's 18, 19 fouls on one team and 6 on another. 8, 10.
They're
resetting it.
Camp having to come over to the bench. I believe he's probably now having to stop blood. It's been a physical match.
He's actually not on the bench. He's just standing with a rag on his mouth. Yeah, I see blood on the rag.
It's been a physical matchup. These two teams, clean shots, basketball moves, nothing intentional, but it has been a physical matchup.
Yeah, and the ref saw the same thing, saw that he was bleeding and pulling him out. And Eli Campbell's got something going on with his head where they collided, and he's over at his bench now.
In basketball moves, playing hard, both teams have, and they collided, and it's cause and effect, you know.
We need multiple trainers in this situation.
You got 3 Lake Lure players that are hurt.
They're running out of people.
Yeah. He's trying to get back on the court. One would think they would check to see if he'd actually stop before he come back home.
Yeah, I thought that.
It wasn't much of an inspection, though.
I thought once they made him go off court, I thought it would be like football. You got to be out for a minute.
Or that, and then you got to spray the jersey with some sort of thing, too.
Yeah. As Nixon Vivolo, 2 more points for Lake Lure. Campbell now comes back for SCA. Crossover step there. Decides to send it back to Philbeck. Philbeck for 3. It's good. 49-46 now. SCA coming to the end of the quarter. Camp up for 3 to end it, and no good. But stick around, folks. We got an entertaining conclusion of this contest coming your way. Going to the fourth quarter, Spartanburg Christian Academy Warriors 49, Lake Lure Classical Academy Raptors 46. You're watching on Upstate Prepcast.
Welcome back to the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame Challenge. We've seen some pretty tough competitors come through here today, and most left crying. And don't forget, there was that one that had to be airlifted out when he actually caught fire. Our next contestant is Smokey, a rough and tough rider who's been all across America, 3-time winner of the Arizona Chili Chug, National Wing Eating Champion 2 years running, and the only man to ever survive the fabled Tabasco, jalapeno, and wasabi pizza. Now he's here to try and make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame. He's eaten 15 of the 16 wall sauce jumbo wings required to make the Wall of Flame. Here goes the final wing. It's up. It looks like he's got a great handle on it. And there it goes down the hatch and...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no, we're going to need the fire department for this one.
Are you man or woman enough to make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame? Drop by and try their blazing hot habanero pepper wall sauce. It'll light you up.
One quarter to go here at the cage at Landrum High School. SCA currently up 49-46 over Lake Lure Classical Academy. This has been back and forth. SCA had as many, up by many as 8, Lake Lure as many as 5. But right now it's SCA by 5 after that shot puts it up to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and again, just like happened earlier, the ref, they blew, the buzzer blew, and when it blew, he handed them the ball. SCA, Lake Lure still sitting on their bench over there.
Well, unfortunately, this in basketball is unlike baseball. If this is baseball, we'd say, little boy blue, blow your horn and let them know they're ready to go.
They just sent Camp off.
Camp bleeding again.
And that's a major, he's maybe only sit out for maybe 1 or 2 minutes of this whole contest. He's so vital to their offensive output. And now they'll have to find a way to get back in this game, at least temporarily, without him.
I keep waiting for the trainer to go check on him.
As Justin's producing it. Get it on down there, Justin. Let him know.
Nope. Ooh. It's back-to-back possessions with a moving screen for Lake Lure.
Yeah, and right when they have momentum slipping out of their way, and they have to find something offensively to get back in here, or else they're in danger of it slipping away. SCA has found a way to be more productive here in that third quarter, and that one up and is no good. That was Keel for the three-pointer, no good. On the other end, strong the hoop was, number 10, Moore, but it is no good. And they're going to go to the floor looking for a jump ball, but no, called a travel on Redmond. Usually when they go to the floor and start scrounging around, it results in a jump ball, but not that time. It's Lake Wagner with the ball. Feeds it to Campbell. Campbell. Ooh, nice spin move. Stop and start. And what a beautiful basketball play. Ball fake, spin move.
Got his defender jumping for joy.
That was a beautiful basketball play. Give them all the credit in the world. 7-point lead now as Redmond feeds to the other Redmond. Back to Redmond.
You're saying it's Redmond.
It's all Redmond here on this possession. Feeds it in to number 10, Moore. Shot up, and it is no good, and we've got a whistle.
Foul on the Warriors.
2 with a push on SCA, even though the guy that went flying was on the other half of the court. Instead, it was something a push on the inside, underneath the basket. Can't always trust your eyes, Justin.
Yeah.
Pavolo almost turned that ball over, almost lost it in the backcourt. Feeds it into Redmond, who gets it down to Moore. Stop and start, post up under, and they just can't get anything to fall right now.
Not having Camp in there has been rough.
Well, there's been some wide open looks that they just couldn't make fall, and Campbell short on 3. You don't never see that.
No.
They've had some good shots, including that one. They've had multiple opportunities, and the rim just not forgiving on their end of the court right now. But we found out it has nothing to do with the rim. Just Lady Luck sometimes rears that ugly head. Preston Redmond to Pavolo. Pavolo now to Redmond to his left. Feeder to Moore on the left for 3. No good. Eli Campbell with a rebound. Long pass up to Philbeck. Left-handed layup, and it's good. Beautiful play. And now we are extending things out a little bit. 55-46 your score. Underneath Redmond posts up, short jumper, no good. They just cannot. They're getting some open looks, but right now just can't get it to fall. With all the injuries that have happened over there on that side, they have just not been able to recover, have Lake Lure. It's not the end of the game. There's still 5.5 minutes left. But Lake Lure needs to get something going in a hurry. Campbell on the inbound pass. Scans around, goes to his right, feeds underneath to Wagner, and it is good. Excuse me, that is Davis underneath. Very similar stature there. Originally shielded, couldn't see it, but Davis almost a fantastic move to take it away, but gets it into Redmond, and the shot up, no good. So here comes Davis down the court for SCA. Gets it over to Keel. Keel to Campbell. Campbell looks to the bench for instruction, receives it, sends his guys in motion. Now there's Lake Wagner. It's on line, but it's just a little hot. Redmond, wow. He recovers, and it's going to remain here with, as Davis Young now has the ball, comes up to Vivolo. And that's tipped. Philback with a recovery to Campbell. Campbell.
Now it's getting real physical.
Close to backcourt.
Getting real physical. A lot of pushing going on here.
It has. And a foul. Hard to the basket. Shot no good. It has gotten physical, Justin.
Yeah,
clean but physical.
There's a little pushing going on that shot that Vivolo put up just a second ago, and he was trying to say, hey, I got fouled, and then his teammate Preston Redmond, kind of took a little bit of exception to that.
Yeah, and we just saw Sean Kemp run out of the facility and out the front door, it looked like. As Campbell with the first of 2 free throws.
I'd say probably a bathroom break.
I don't know.
One can hope.
Now he's back in.
I don't know what that was, because if that was a bathroom break, that was fast. He's coming right back in.
It was like a world record.
Maybe he's just trying to get his hamstring or something loosened up there. And we're going to go back to the scores table here for something. And 3 has 5 fouls.
Wow. And that's on the home book. You have to call that if a player has 5 fouls. The home book, that's your responsibility.
Well, they've got it and stopped it just in time. And now we're on our way. 58-46 your score. SCA has stretched this out, and now back into the game is Kemp, and he's going to immediately draw a foul after a missed shot. Rebounded by Campbell. Kemp going for the ball, immediately fouled. That is the 4th foul, so the next one will send SCA to the line. So score not in their favor, fouls against not in their favor. And that's going to be a walk. That one does go in Lake Lure's favor as Keel driving to his left trying to go to the basket. Had a wide open lane, and sometimes when it's that wide open, it's kind of like in football with a quarterback that has a wide receiver that open. You see it, and it almost your eyes get too big and don't know what to do. Vivolo feeds it over to Moore, who feeds it back to Vivolo. Got Camp to his right. Ooh, Wagner tried to steal.
Ooh, Nelly.
So he's going to take it all the way to hoop, and it's fouled. And the call, it will count. So 2 points. That'll bring it back to a 10-point game.
Foul number 5, Wagner.
Wagner? Lake Wagner.
Any relation to Chad?
Yeah. Set him up with his own State Farm insurance there. I keep wanting to call him Luke, but I think I've done pretty good in this game. As Camp puts that back in.
Hello.
3-pointer there, I believe this ref just called him. We got a timeout by SCA. From 12 down to, I believe, 7 is the total now, and we're going to take a timeout.
This is Steve Roper.
Kevin Jackson.
At Upstate Prepcast, and I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Verner's Plumbing. Proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Verner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a...
Hold everything. Folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Verner's Plumbing of Inman.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Discover the power of Mahindra at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney. We're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Visit our website at sctractor.com or call 864.
All right, we're back here.
Oh, wow.
Camp on the inbound, feeds it in over to number 5, Redmond, Skyler. And it's all of a sudden a 5-point game. And I think we're going to have another timeout maybe?
60-second timeout.
Well, for some reason, they've got 59-53. I thought it was only 58-53.
Yeah, me too. And they just scored 2 points, so we'll see what happens here. We'll take another commercial break. They may adjust it.
All right, guys, 30-second commercial for GSP Security. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
No, it's your turn to go. I did the last one.
No, this one's yours.
Man, I've already got a security system from GSP Securities. You're the one that needs to talk about this.
Well, you can talk about it because I don't know anything about it, so you tell me.
I've got cameras, I've got motion detectors, I've got everything that I need to be safe at my house.
Oh, come on.
All right, forget it. Y'all both forget it. Just go to www.callgsp.com today to request a free quote.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Visit the website at flounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165.
All right, we're back here. 3:34 left in our boys consolation game at the Battle of the Border 2024. SCA up 59-53 according to the scoreboard above us. And they have it at Lake Wagner. Almost a backcourt violation there. Should have been, was not called. Over to Keel. Keel to Campbell. He's got Camp in his face, D'ing him up here, trying to knock that ball away. Gets it back over to Keel. Keel to his right, Keel to his left, Keel to the hoop, kicks it out to Wagner, and it is good for 3. I was about to say, if he missed that, he should have took it on in, but he kicked it out, and it's good for 3.
That could potentially be the difference maker for the Warriors.
Camp feeds it out to Young. Young to Redmond. Back to Camp. He's looking for some help. He's got Redmond there. Feeds it back to Camp. 15 seconds on the play clock. Feeds it over to Vivolo. Vivolo for 3, but it was blocked. And SCA has it coming the other way. Campbell with the ball, crosses the mid-strike. Goes to his right to Lake Wagner. Back to Eli Campbell. They're moving around, setting something up here. They have Davis over to Wagner. He's double teamed, backed up to Davis, thought about it for 3. Held it instead to Keel. Back to Eli Campbell. Left-handed layup is good. Great ball movement. Just swung the gate open and drove right in. Did Eli Campbell and company. 64-53. 2 minutes left to go in the contest. Now Camp and company's got to score if they want to. Here's their first attempt. Number 10, Elijah Moore off the mark, should I say. Davis comes up for SCA, feeds over to Campbell. They have the luxury of time now. They can kind of sit on it. You have to wonder when Lake Lure may foul or if they will. If they don't, this game will be over fairly soon. Davis now feeds back to Campbell, who doesn't take the shot, gives it to Keel. Keel content to hold on to it, 10 seconds on the clock.
Looks like they're just trying to run that clock on down.
Yeah. Campbell floater in that lane. It is no good. Recovered by Camp. Camp to his right, shoots, bounces once, comes back down, and Davis for SCA has it now with 1:10 to go.
Looks like Lake Lure's not going to foul here.
11-point advantage at this point. It is Keel. John David Keel feeds it to feeds it to Campbell and knocked it out of bounds, and there's going to be a timeout called by Lake Lure. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Elton, you want to take one with them?
Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street. Open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 and Saturdays from 8 to 4. You can start your day strong with protein shakes, smoothie bowls, lemonade shake-ups, or iced coffees. And don't forget our loaded teas with assorted flavors. The MVP of our menus. Customers can't get enough. So call 864-915-4721 to place your order, or just slide on into Home Run Cafe, where every visit is a grand slam.
We're having a grand old time here at Landrum High School this morning. 53.2 seconds left in this one. It's been entertaining, but SCA is kind of pulled away here late. Lake Wagner.
If you look off to our right, there's the grand old flag.
If you want to start singing, Justin, go right ahead.
Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that.
Lake Wagner with a beautiful left-handed layup, 66-53. This game, for most of the part, a lot closer than the final score is going to wind up, as Camp pushed, but no foul called and shot well off the mark. As Eli Campbell now, Camp still playing some good defense, and it's going to draw the foul there. It's been entertaining to watch Camp and Campbell, two of the offensive leaders, point guards on these two teams going out. They battled defensively. I think they're both going to feel it tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, and Kevin, we're getting ready to head into a new year. It's crazy to think. It feels like we just started the 2024, not long ago. And these teams are all getting ready to start their region play and whatnot, not long after the turn of the new year begins, They're checking the fouls, I guess.
.7 seconds left in this one. Game 2 of the day. 6 more coming your way here on the Upstate Prepcast platform.
The 5 families.
We're outside the family today for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Not that we're not open to new family members. Have loud mouth, will have equipment, just that's all. That's our requirement. Just bring a mouth and we'll give you some equipment if you want to join the family here. As that second one goes in, 68-53 your score now. And that's going to be picked off with 17 seconds left to go. That might about do it. 15-point lead. We'll see if SCA attempts another shot.
Quote Hawk Harrelson, this game is over.
Yep. And they're going to sit on it. That's going to do it. What an effort. This game was a game of swing of momentum. SCA went up 8. Lake Lure went up 5, but ultimately SCA goes back in front and winds up 15 points for the victory to wrap up third place in the silver bracket title at the 2024 Battle at the Border tournament.
You hear that?
What's that?
The referee said, hey, make sure you talk about how good that officiating.
Oh, yeah. We always like to point out the convicts and their mistakes,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a Roperism. I've been around him too long. Anything in stripes, he calls them the convicts. Usually we have a little tournament. Go ahead and mute that until they get ready to talk and stuff.
Yeah, I just pulled it down on the
Usually
board.
we have our tournament presentations, but these teams are already coming out onto the field.
One of the Woodruff players trying to get some 5 seconds of fame, but you don't know the camera's not on it yet.
Go ahead and turn it on to them. Well,
That's right.
All right, for the all-tournament selection team from SCA, Spartanburg Christian Academy, will be number 5, Luke Wagner. Congratulations, Luke.
Them girls weren't supposed to warm up yet. I snuck out on me.
What time do you want? Glasgow Academy.
I mean, it's fine. We're doing awards. They're
Will be
warming
number
up.
10, Elijah Gilmore. Elijah. Congratulations.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the. That is going to do it for the silver bracket third place game. We're going to move to the championship of the girls' side now. In just a few minutes will be Bowling Springs and Woodruff in the silver bracket championship on the girls' side. So this cast will end. You'll look for our next one on our YouTube page.